Chairs. Chairs are made so that people can sit down and take a break. Anyone can sit on a chair, and if the chair is large enough, they can sit down together and tell jokes, or make up stories, or just listen. Chairs are for people, and that is why chairs are one of the most important social things that have been around in humanity since the dawn of time. So it was amazing to us that there's no forum online, no web community out there to support chairs, discussion about chairs, comments about chairs, uploading chairs, things like this. We give you that answer. Chair Mecca.
Okay, so before we get into the tour of our website, let's talk about the back end. Technology-wise, we are using, the basics. We have Node.js, AngularJS. We're using jQuery and Bootstrap and Express. We're also using Mongo for our database, or MongoDB for our database, and Mongoose. And we're also using Passport for all of the authentication. So architecture-wise, we have our server.js file, which has all of our HTTP requests and communicates with the database. We have our index.html file, which has our top nav bar, as well as a container for our routing view. And then we have our app.js file for that actually handles all of the page routing, and it also does login checking and has our app factory. And then we have individual HTML and controller files for all of our individual pages. Some other things to mention before we get started is when it comes to the Passport authentication, for some reason on our profile page, because we're checking to make sure a user is logged in before they can view the profile page, every once in a while, it doesn't think we're logged in and it kicks us out and makes us re-log in. We've tried everything. We don't know why this happens. It only happens every once in a while. So we figured we'd leave it because we'd rather lock people out than let people in. Another thing to note is on the OpenShift server, the database update function was not working. So we would call the function, we would get no errors, everything would look like it worked perfectly, but the object was just not updated at all. So in order to work around this, instead of calling the update function, we're removing the object and then adding an identical object with the same ID into the database. So it's basically the same thing. And then likewise, our search function works locally, but it does not work on the OpenShift server. But unfortunately with this, it's a lot harder to find a workaround because there's really not much that we can do. So for now, unfortunately, it does not work on our OpenShift server, but it does work locally, which we'll show you. As far as data models go, we are using a user model, a chair model, and a comment model. Our users have the obvious things of username, password, first name, last name, and then they also have a role and then their favorite chairs, their favorite users, things like that. Our chairs have a name, a description, an image, and then all the comments that are associated with them. And then comments have the text of the comment and the user that posted it. When it comes to connecting our data models, we're storing the IDs of the objects instead of storing the objects themselves.
So here we are viewing the homepage, not logged in or anything. And you'll notice you can't click on the chairs, the descriptions, or the pictures. But you can read them, you can check out all the kinds of different chairs. And if you come right up here, you can register. Anyone can register. Let's see if Joey wants to register. Don't need a last name, email address. Don't really need that either, but let's put it in. Username Joey, password Joey. Let's register. Oh, passwords don't match. Good thing we checked. Joey, all right. So we'll register and you'll come in, you can see the profile. Well, now, you know what? Maybe I did want a last name. I can edit my profile. Last name Joey. Update that. There it is, nice and updated. We can go down and look at our favorite chairs and favorite users. Well, we don't have any yet. So let's head to our news feed. You can check out all of these nice chairs. That looks like a great chair with the hand there. Favorite it from right here. Very nice. Now, what's this chair? It's kind of a small picture. Maybe I want to look a little closer. Click on here. There it is, the Iron Throne. Looking nice and big. I can favorite it from here. Yes, absolutely. Leave a comment. What a great chair. Submit, and there it is, the comment, and myself list along with it. Head back to my profile as Joey. Here I am. There are those favorited chairs that I have. I can also delete these chairs from my favorites, no problem. I can come in here, click on a user who has left another comment. I can see their profile, all of their chairs, their favorite chairs, and their favorite users. I can also favorite this user right here. Head back to profile, and there they are. So now I'm going to log out and log back in as a user with admin privileges. All right, so immediately you'll see a couple different things. First of all, here we do have the My Chairs section, and this is all the chairs that I've uploaded, and so I'm allowed to edit them. This one, for example, CDs glued together, blah, 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 update, and there it is, updated right away. Now, all of these chairs are being displayed in the newsfeed, but if I want to delete this chair, obviously I can go ahead and do that. I want to make sure that in my newsfeed it's also deleted, and that is the case. Also, as an admin, I can add chairs. Quite simply, give it a name, pug chair, description. This is a pug in a chair, and all I need is the image URL. So I come over right here, copy the image URL, paste it in, and we are good to go. In addition, I can go to any one of my chairs. Let's check out this. And I can delete these comments if I find it inappropriate, what Joey said. Go right ahead and delete that. No problem. All right, now we're going to go over to our local version to try out search. So I'm going to log in as Joe. Okay. Now let's search for a chair. I wonder if there's any chairs on this website. Well, there you go, a ton of chairs. Great, let's search for something absolutely ridiculous. Any walruses? Believe it or not, they make chairs out of everything. There's a walrus chair right there. All right, but can we only search for chairs? No, we can also search for users. So let's search for Joe. There's Joe. We can also search for email addresses, anything like that. So if I just type in .com, there we are, all the users with their email addresses. You can access them from there, and all is well in the world. So thanks for taking the time to take this virtual tour of our chair website. We hope that you've enjoyed it and that it will meet all of your many, many chair needs. Thank you.